Good morning and welcome back to Ubud. Sadly, it's our last day here in Bali, but we've got some exciting things planned for the day. We're going to the sacred monkey forest. It sounds very exotic and mysterious, sacred monkey forest, but it's a day I've been really looking forward to. When I was a kid, monkeys were my favourite animal. Every time we went to a zoo or a wildlife park, I'd always want to go and hang out by the monkey enclosure and watching them swinging and playing and just getting up to mischief. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it reminds me of just being a kid. But apparently there's lots and lots of monkeys in the monkey forest here in Ubud, so I'm really looking forward to that. But before we go there, we've got some other exciting plans. In fact, we were up early this morning for a yoga class. Ubud is the yoga capital of Bali, and lots of people come here just to do the yoga, so we couldn't leave without doing at least one class. There's lots and lots of yoga studios and retreats all over Ubud, but we went to one of the most famous ones, the yoga barn. Lydia is a lot more experienced at yoga than I am. In fact, this was my very first time. But what a beautiful place to make my yoga debut. I was actually very surprised at how large the yoga barn actually is. You walk in through all these lovely peaceful gardens and there's yoga studios everywhere you look. And then in the centre there's the big courtyard area with a healthy cafe, and they have accommodation there, and there's even a gift shop. There were so many yoga classes to choose from. I had no idea that there were so many different types of yoga. I was just lucky that Lydia was there to choose a class that didn't kill me. But we've come back to the hotel now to get changed for lunch, and I have no idea where we're going. Lydia has booked somewhere that's a surprise, and she won't tell me where we're going. But I do love surprises.
I'm bringing Chris out to lunch. This is a surprise for him. It's called Merlins. I've seen this online and it looks like an amazing restaurant.
We've got Merlin right beside us here. So it looks like something magical.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Merlin's is a relatively new addition to Ubud's dining scene, but it's already ranked by visitors among the top 10% of restaurants here. It isn't your average dining spot, part restaurant, part theatre, with quirky details and a mysterious vibe that makes you feel like you've just stepped into a storybook.
We've ordered a magical drink and they're making it for us. We don't have any idea what it is.
It's going to be a magical surprise. I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with. Cheers. Last meal in Bali. We're making it a magical one.
So it's a special menu. We choose 3 oracle cards and then the food chooses us.
Imagine walking into a restaurant and finding the menu isn't in your hands, it's in the cards. At Merlin's, your meal begins not with ordering, but with a reading. You're invited to choose 3 oracle cards from a mysterious deck. Each card reveals a little bit about you, a glimpse into your past, a nudge towards your future, and each is marked with a secret number. Those numbers, they're your fate on a plate. The first card decides your starter, the second your main, and the third your dessert.
I'm just letting the cards choose my food. Lydia's had to go for some gluten-free options, so she's had less success with the cards, but I'm just going for it. Whatever the cards say, I'm having.
And I have to say, the cards did not disappoint. Every course was spot on in both presentation and taste. Although in fairness, every plate that passed our table looked amazing, so I don't think they could really go wrong. Back out into Ubud. We've left the medieval world of Merlin behind. We're back onto the busy street. With our fates decided and our appetites satisfied, we left Merlins behind and traded magic for monkeys, making our way to Ubud's sacred monkey forest.
We're at the sacred monkey forest in Ubud, and just as its name suggests, there's plenty of monkeys around. So we're not even inside yet. But I don't even know if you need to go inside if you just want to see a monkey. There's heaps here, but we're going to go inside and tempt our fate anyway, because apparently they like to steal things off you. So I've put my sunglasses away because they like to take sunglasses and anything that's hanging off your body. And cameras is also another thing. So hopefully they don't think that that's something that they would like. But I don't want to fight them.
Just beyond these walls is 12.5 hectares of forest, home to 3 ancient Hindu temples and more than 1,200 Balinese long-tailed macaques. These monkeys have lived here for centuries, protected by locals who believe they guard the temples. With plenty of food and a lush jungle playground, they've never had a reason to leave.
My goodness, there are monkeys everywhere. Everywhere you look around, you think you're walking along, next minute a monkey runs out in front of you. There's little baby monkeys up here, there's adult monkeys, you're just looking in the bush, there's a monkey behind us. There's thousands of monkeys. I've never seen so many monkeys in my life. Holy dooly. You're worried they're going to jump on your head. You just hear this rustling in the bush and then you're like, oh my God. Wow. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? You're seriously monkeying around. Oh my God. Monkeys everywhere.
More koi carp. There's these little birds flying around everywhere as well. It's actually quite a beautiful setting. If I was a monkey, I'd want to live here too.
We're about to enter the monkey forest gates, and there's a big serpent at the front that reminds me of Harry Potter. But let's go and discover lots of different monkeys.
After passing through the ticket gate at the lobby here, the path leads down to a stone tunnel covered in moss and carvings. Passing through it marks a shift from the busy streets of Ubud to the mystical jungle sanctuary of the monkeys. It's like stepping into another world. The monkeys here live in 10 separate tribes, each with about 100 to 200 monkeys. They mostly eat what they find naturally in the forest, fruits, leaves and insects, but the staff keep them healthy by giving them extra tropical fruits, veggies and special monkey biscuits. You'll see signs everywhere telling visitors not to touch the monkeys' food. And trust me, that's for good reason. These cheeky monkeys get pretty protective when it comes to mealtime. We could have happily stayed for hours watching the monkeys tuck into their sweet potatoes. But eventually we wandered into the forest's central clearing, a tranquil pond shaded by grand old trees, before descending the stone stairs to the Holy Spring Temple, where locals come to perform sacred purification rituals. The forest isn't just home to our mischievous monkey friends, it also boasts 115 different species of tree, including a giant banyan tree believed to be over a century old. In Balinese Hinduism, banyan trees are considered deeply sacred, thought to be the dwelling places of powerful spirits and ancestral energies. Next, we climbed the wooden staircase to the main temple. The Monkey Forest isn't just a wildlife attraction, it's also home to 3 temples dating back to the 14th century, all still active and used by the local community. This harmony between people, nature and the spiritual world reflects the Balinese philosophy of Trihita Karana. That's why it's called the Sacred Monkey Forest. While visitors can admire the intricate stone carvings and moss-covered statues from the outside of the temple, entry is reserved only for Balinese Hindu worshippers, and of course, the long-tailed temple guardians. We followed the pathway along the boundary to complete our loop, with plenty of monkey business keeping us entertained along the way. As we neared the exit, we passed a couple of the forest's newest arrivals, and aren't they the cutest? These little ones are only a few weeks old. A female macaque's pregnancy lasts about 6 months, and the babies are born with jet black fur that gradually changes to adult grey-brown over 3 to 4 months. They stay close to their mothers for about a year before venturing off on their own.
Turns out you could spend hours in the monkey forest because the little baby monkeys are so cute. You could just keep watching them. They're gorgeous.
There's between 12 and 1,300 monkeys in the forest, and I think we might have seen most of them. They're everywhere.
Monkeys everywhere you look.
Everywhere you look. But the forest itself was really pretty as well.
Beautiful.
It's really worth coming here.
We spent longer than we thought we would, didn't we?
It was about 100,000 rupiah, so about $10 Australian to get in, and you could spend a couple of hours here easily.
Easily.
Yeah. After reluctantly leaving the sacred monkey forest, we squeezed in one last Balinese foot massage before packing our bags and heading to the airport. Our Indonesian adventure over, for now anyway.
We're on our way to the airport now after a busy few days. Thanks for coming exploring in Ubud with us.
It was a brief visit to Ubud. We would have liked a bit more time, but it just means that we'll have to come back again. And if we missed seeing something and you've been here before and you think there's something that we should have visited, please leave a comment below so that when we come back next time we can explore that area too.
Yep, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit like and hit subscribe button and ring the little bell so that you don't miss out on our next episode.
But it's a bye for now, and we hope to see you roving with us again soon.
Bye for now.